let's talk about Sinners.
Yeah.
You sang on that movie?
I did with the same group.
Okay.
We'd be working, honey.
Yeah, I see.
Once again, did not know. They never tell you what the project is. We get in there and there's probably, I want to say, a choir of like 20. And it was called Grilled Cheese.
Okay.
Probably like the sleuths online that people probably know that. The project was called Grilled Cheese. We had no idea who was in it, what it was or anything. And so we're on the sound stage of, I think it was it Paramount or I can't remember what sound stage we were on, but get in and there's, they basically have recorded everything for the most part. Like, once again, we're like the final touches. And so we do a couple songs. So I'm on the song, which is the Irish Jig, that one. On the first song, they do a version of This Little Light of Mine, and then you can hear me on that one. You hear my wails and stuff.
Hey.
And then, of course, the title, the I Lied to You, was on that. And so it was incredible to like then find out that this was like, we found out like a little bit about that it was this movie with Michael B. Jordan, like little whispers in the ear, like during the session, but did not know it would get the acclaim that it did. And it's so amazing to be part of something so beautifully Black and powerful and such an art piece. And watching the movie, we got to go to a screening. They had us all go to a screening over there. In like Century City, like by the airport, kind of. I guess that's where all the basketball players, all the Lakers go. They go see their movies because LeBron was in the next, next theater, and I stole all their candy, but it's fine, whatever. And I watched it, and it was really amazing to hear and to pick out little voices. I'm like, oh my God, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I hear me. It was really, really cool to see the film and to actually be proud of it. And then seeing the response of, the world around this movie and how it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was just crazy. So, so grateful to be a part of it.
That's awesome. At what point did you know that you were going to be in this movie specifically? You said you kind of were hearing some rumblings in the studio or the session.
I think once, I'm going to say it was months after they started, I want to say advertising it. I'm so bad with time and stuff. That's clearly. But I think it was some months afterwards, we started seeing just a little hint of trailers or this is coming up. And, we've got people checking the threads and stuff to see if there's anything coming about this movie. But for the longest time, we did not know what it was. But we did know Michael B. Jordan was attached to it.
Okay.
And so, we kept up with that. And so then when he started promoting, we're like, oh my God, this is the movie.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Man. And then you also performed on Jimmy Kimmel.
I did.
And that was kind of attached to the movie.
It was a Sinner's performance. It was the performance for I Lied to You. With everything happening right now, with all the award season and stuff like that, they want to give a nod to, the soundtracks, the movies and whatever. And so I got asked with 4 other friends that worked on the movie to then do backup for Miles Canton, Raphael Sadiq, and Ludwig. And it was awesome. It was amazing. We were just seeing everything come together for that performance specifically because, Miles learned how to play this guitar in 3 months or something ridiculous. So he's playing guitar, and then we had a rehearsal session. We had a session, and sitting in the room while they're trying to figure out how they'd actually like to do it. And it doesn't matter how big you are, how amazing you can play or sing or whatever, it still takes time for collaboration to happen and for that flow to happen. And to see it all come together and then be on the stage and really enjoy that performance. They did a great job. And we did a great job too.
No, that's super awesome. Let's talk more about that whole experience. It's like being on Kimmel, the rehearsal for it. Like, how was it being around those guys? And
Yeah, it was great. Clearly, like, in my life, I have been in LA for 20 years and worked in the industry in all kinds of ways. And to be around such prolific folks like Raphael, and we did a performance at UCLA. It was basically the same thing, but just being able to like actually have conversations with these people. He was very kind, very open. Miles is such a great kid. I cannot wait to see how his career progresses. Like, it's gonna be, he's such a kind heart, and such a talented. He comes from a very talented family. And then Ludwig, just the way that I just love to watch people and to see the wheels turning, and the way, he approaches things, and the way that he thinks, and the way that it just all came together. They were just very kind to, like, they made sure, like, hey, we got to make sure we say the singers, and are we going to do it this way? Like, we weren't just treated as backgrounds, we were treated as artists, which was really lovely. Nice. And then, this is my second time on Jimmy Kimmel, and I was on there doing something else, like, I don't know, a couple of years ago, part of his monologue. And this time to actually do like the performance aspect of it with these amazing artists, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, my sisters were very upset that I didn't get to meet Michael B. Jordan, but that's okay. I was looking at that dressing room like, is he here yet? Is he here yet? But we were a little earlier, they pre-tape it. So, it was an amazing experience. Definitely a core memory. Definitely felt good about the way that it turned out and seeing how it all came together. And it was, it was a pleasant day, and it was so nice out. Like, it was just like all around, it was such a great day. Yeah.
How did the first Jimmy Kimmel appearance come about?
So once again, this is Greylock Entertainment, DC6. Wow. It was they wrote a sketch for, we were in choir robes, and it was a sketch on just jokes or something. We had to sing the joke or whatever. And that was really interesting. We got to see, that was being on there with Jimmy Kimmel, obviously. Yeah. So Guillermo, and then, his best friend that just passed away, the sax player, I was so beautiful that I got to, like, be on that stage with him. And then, Jimmy Kimmel, he's a nice guy. So it was a fun one. That was super fun. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was super fun. So
great. Yeah. So with these experiences that we've talked about thus far, are there lessons you would say that you've learned from those things?
Of course, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. Anything in my life there's a lesson to it. I think the main lesson is to keep doing what I'm doing, to always, show up professionally, be kind, be open. It's not about, and a lot of times it's not about you. When you're supporting somebody, that's what you're doing. You're supporting them. Yes. So obviously, it's my time to shine or whatever, but I know my purpose on this earth is to shine light on others as well. So it is important to make sure that you do that, because then you'll get the calls. You'll get called back. I'm so grateful. Out of the 20 plus people that were in the session, I get the call, and I'm really grateful. And it's because of how I show up in life. So I'm to continue on that path and to never like stray from what is good and honorable and what makes me proud. So, yeah.
And when you say be open, explain.
Meaning be open to change, being open to things not going like you planned it, being open to like, like for this example, that performance, you couldn't really see me. You could see my hair, you could hear me, but we were kind of backlit. Yeah. So, but like, that's the way, it wasn't about me. It was about those guys up there. They put this movie together. They were like the movie. So it's important to adjust and be open to the present moment. Because like if you're thinking about other things or like thinking about, oh, I wish I was this, I wish I had this, I wish I had the light spotlight on me, like that's not where I'm trying to live. I'm trying to be in this moment in the way that I'm supposed to be, which is right here on this stage, supporting and enjoying it. So that's it.
Awesome.